So this is the 2025-2026 Aprilia Tuono 660 factory, and in today's video I just want to discuss whether this bike is suitable for beginner riders or those that are inexperienced in jumping up onto a more higher capacity machine. So just taking a look at the bike, it's obviously a lovely sporty naked bike with plenty of fairing on it as well. It's got some lovely components. Got Brembo brakes, Öhlins front forks, fully adjustable, and then on the rear you've got a Brembo brake and an Öhlins monoshock as well. So it's got plenty of electronics to keep you safe, ABS, traction control. It's a lightweight bike. It's about 183 kilos fully fueled. And then engine wise, you've got a twin cylinder 105 brake horsepower engine. I'll put the torque figures on screen now. So yeah, nimble little machine. You can get a pillion passenger on it as well. So let's go for a ride and I'll talk about it. So in terms of the ride of the bike, it's a very comfortable bike to ride. For a beginner, it's quite a high seat height, so you might find that a little bit more sporty in a sense. I think it's about 835 millimeters the height. But the riding position is very upright, so you've got, you know, plenty of comfort. You're not going to be leaning over too much. Your kind of field of vision is great because your head's up, you're not leant over kind of like a sports bike, you're more upright, so it's easy to look around your surroundings. And the bars are nice and wide as well. They're one of the widest bars I've had on a motorcycle, and it just helps to the ease of control of the bike. It's a very easy bike to maneuver around. So you're going to have no problems with the riding position. The seat is incredibly comfortable, so you can ride it for hours. You're going to get loads of experience. You're not going to get a numb bum which distracts you from your riding. And then for the electronics package, you've got various riding modes which you can customize. So I'm in the kind of most gentle mode at the moment, which is the commute mode, and it's just, you know, for slow speed kind of stuff, it's pretty good for what it is. You can adjust the parameters, so the braking control, the engine braking, sorry, the traction control. So you can customize it to how you see fit. So then the engine power, and if it's good for inexperienced or beginner motorcyclists, well, here's where you've got to be careful, because this bike is, for a 660, it's absolutely rapid. And if you get on the throttle, even on commute mode, this bike gets fast very, very quick. It's quite a sensitive throttle, so you don't need to do much. to make the bike pick up quickly. So you do have to be careful. You know, it's all in the wrist. It's about being mature, not gunning it when you don't know the roads that you're on, and just, you know, being sensible about things. It's not a race. On the track it might be, but not on these roads, especially in the winter here. But you're gonna have loads of fun because it's a very torquey little engine. It sounds great. It's just about being careful on it, and just, you know, if you buy this bike and you're a newbie, or you're coming off a 125 or a 400, something like that, then you've got to be very, very careful.
Perfect, thank you.
Pleasure. No problem. I'm going to start the bike up. Is that okay? So where was I? Poor the old horse. Yeah, if you're coming off a 125, 400, wanting to get a bit more experience, I think it's great, this bike, because you're going to get that little bit of extra kick and power coming through it. So you're going to notice the difference in the engine power, what you can get out of it. You're going to notice the difference in how fast your bike can go and how quickly it accelerates compared to your lower capacity machine. So it's just a case about taking it easy, learning the bike, and just kind of growing into it, because it's a real nimble light machine, and it will put you in a lot of trouble very quickly if you're not careful. So you've got some fantastic rider aids with it. So you've got the ABS front and rear, you've got cornering ABS, so if you do hit a corner, you leant over and you hit the brakes, it's going to help you a little bit through those corners. The brakes themselves are very good, Brembo's. Can't go wrong with Brembo's. Road's closed everywhere around here. And the suspension on this bike, being Öhlins premium brand, comes out of the box very, very firm. The springs are pretty firm in the front fork as well. So what I've done is I've softened it off quite a bit to get it to how I like it. I still might noodle with it, but just be aware it is a very firm bike coming out of the box. But again, if you're a newbie, having Öhlins suspension on a first big bike is pretty cool. You'll be lucky, very lucky to have that. And if you're coming off of like a 125 400, then just having Öhlins and having the ability to adjust the compression, the rebound, the preload, is, you know, it's a bonus, and it's what it's all about riding wise, because you can really dial in the bike to how you want to set it up and kind of make the bike your own. It's what it's all about. So I think, you know, this bike will be very manageable for new riders, inexperienced riders, people taking a step up in power. I think, you know, at the end of the day, it's all down to maturity. How mature you are on the throttle, how you ride. There's, you know, you can get into trouble on any motorcycle, no matter what the power. So it is all down to you. But having said that, I would say to anyone who's considering this bike as a first bike to, you know, demo it, see how it feels. If you're mature enough and you jump on it and you pull the throttle open and you think, oh, actually this feels a bit kind of a bit much, then make a decision for yourself. You know, no one else is making that decision for you. If it were me, going back, I learnt on a 125, then I went on to a 650, a Honda. I was worried when I went from a 125 up. I thought, yeah, I'll get a 300, then I'll get a 650. But, you know, friends that ride bikes, they said, no, just get a 650, take it easy on it. You're old enough and mature enough to not be a dick about things, and you'll grow into it and you'll end up loving the bike, and eventually you'll want something more powerful. Which is exactly what happened. And yeah, I don't regret it. I think this bike wasn't around when I jumped up in power, but I would have liked to have demoed it. I think it may not have been right for me at the time. I think I may have wanted to stick with something like a 4-cylinder, which I had, with a much more linear power curve, just because I wanted to gain experience before going to bikes that are very powerful and very quick as well. And I think I did the right thing. I think getting that experience has really paid off. It made me a much better rider. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. And this bike is brilliant. It's not too expensive. You know, you can get them 10 grand and under now. This time of year, getting the last year's pre-reg models, you can get them pretty cheap. You might be able to pick up a second-hand one as well. And if you do get this as your kind of first beginner's big bike, then that's a super cool bike to have. It's, you know, the spec is top notch. You're gonna love it. So yeah, that's my thoughts really on whether this bike is suitable for a beginner or inexperienced rider. Do let me know your thoughts, any comments. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. And if you want to like and subscribe, then that'll be brilliant. Trying to build the channel. So yeah, until next time, thank you for watching and have a great day.
Drop it down, pick it up, suka, shake it off. Let it go, cry a bit, throw it, smack it, scream it.